Mwah, Prime Stars.
Mwah, Absa.
Mwah, Absa.
Cuts. Conquer your tomorrows by getting the right and relevant career guidance today. This message is brought to you by Prime Stars, moving South Africa forward. Reporting live in this amazing event. What about the boys at the JSE organized by Prime Stars with my main man? Say, what is your name and what is it that you do for a living?
Bonang Mohale, I'm the Chancellor of the University of the Free State.
Chancellor of the University of the Free State. Just to wrap up what's going on here today. First of all, Tina, we are doing a career corner, career guidance, because we want our kids to know with education, these events are existing and we are pushing education. It's one of the key leaders in transforming our boys. What can you say? What is your education background?
So I'm a professor of practice at the Johannesburg Business School, in the Faculty of Business and Economics. But at Gibbs, Nick Binadel and I teach global MBA students on strategy and ethics.
Strategy and ethics. The reason why I'm asking you that is because I want kids to know that you don't just get to be a chancellor because your brass just put you there. Actually, you need to work hard. What was your first qualification that you got in varsity or college after you left high school?
So in 1981, I studied MBBCH. It's called Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery at Wits University at that time. Saw the light after 4 glorious years, and I went straight into business, working for Pfizer with a P. And since then, I've been studying. Chartered accountants write what is called CASA. I wrote CMSA. It's called Chartered Marketer of Southern Africa.
So the reason why I'm asking you that, I want kids to know they don't see this beautiful young man in front of me right now, which is you. Education played a huge role in the success that you have, and without education, you will literally limit yourselves in opportunities in this country. So if I'm 16 years old and I'm looking at you, I'm like, you're saying I'm good in school, academically I'm brilliant, and I want to be where the Chancellor is right now. What can you say to me as a 16-year-old just to motivate me? It says, boy, hit your books and keep going.
I think the first is to take great lessons from what our first democratically president, Rolihlahla N. Mandela, said, that education is the surest way in which one can transcend social classes. Be born poor in Alexander, after 20 years of hard work application, be able to be a CEO of a company like the JSE.
Number one.
It's unfortunate because it's called the political economy. These days, we now find doctors who have qualified, completed their 6 years of study, but they're unemployed because they can't do the 2 years of community work. Unfortunate that people have PhDs and are sitting at home. I think the options are, does that mean education is irrelevant? No. I think we need to continue pushing. We need to continue to thinking critically. But most importantly, I think we need to change the way we view education with get educated, get a job, get a salary, get married and die, to maybe let me go to school so that irrespective of what I learn, I'll use that craft to start my own business so that I'm not sitting on the other side of the counter with my arms open to receive the salary, but I'm the one that is paying the salaries. Entrepreneurship, I think, is ultimately our only salvation, because we know that successful economies anywhere else in the world are built by creating goods and providing services that the world needs. Germany is a good example. They catch you just after standard 8. Most of them don't even go up to standard 10. We now call it grade 12. And they teach you how to be motor mechanics. Let's look at the cars that they produce. They produce Volkswagen, Porsche, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, because these are artisans. Today, to encourage you, I pay more per hour to my plumber than to my cardiothoracic surgeon. Entire towns like Leondale and Don Park, where Comrade Chris Hani was assassinated, these are called blue-collar towns. The people who live there own those houses are artisans, fitters and turners. They're electricians, they're millwrights, they're lift mechanics. So if you have got a trade, you are a plumber. If you are not employed, all you need is a van and a spanner. You'll be able to feed not only yourself, but also your children. I think we need to change the way we looked at education, because when we became free on the 27th of April 1994, we wanted everybody to be a doctor, to be a lawyer, and yet we know that most successful economies in the world are where we use our hands. Vocation, we used to call it Ambach. We've got 50 TVET colleges, we've got 26 public universities, we've got 1.2 million students in institutions of higher learning. Imagine if all of them can look back and say, you know what, I don't want to look for a job, I'm going to build my own job. I think what might help is a responsive government that makes it easy for you to start a business. In South Africa, to start a business, you need a minimum of 350,000 just to comply. In Singapore, you need 30,000 not to start a business, to buy goods and services that you sell. You start a business here, it takes you 18 to 36 months. In Singapore, it takes you 2 hours. These are the changes, the fine-tuning, the tweaking that we need to make sure that everybody feels seen, heard, and supported. That everybody feels that they can take a chance, take a risk, because the success of small and medium enterprises is higher than the current rate, where probably 2 in 3 businesses fail in their first year. So I think we need to change that.
Number one, sir, thank you so much. In Zulu, have a saying that says, "Onezindle buzwile," and now I believe that the kids will take a page from the book you just wrote right now and take a chapter and build and be able to write their own books, yeah? So before you go, shouting out the event organizer for today, Prime Stars, and thanking them for what they did today, and maybe like Absa, could you mind just saying, "Mwah, Prime Stars"?
Mwah, Prime Stars.
Mwah, Absa.
Mwah, Absa.
Cuts. Conquer your tomorrows by getting the right and relevant career guidance today. This message is brought to you by Prime Stars, moving South Africa forward.